So I've been having some frustrations lately with my check engine light. It's been kind of frustrating, but hopefully I get it fixed in time. But basically, a week and a half ago, I went to the DMV to pass emissions so I can, renew my tags. I like to do every 2 years because it's cheaper and I don't have to deal with the nonsense every 1 year. I can only deal with it 2 years. But basically, yeah, so I went to the DMV and my check engine light was on, mind you, but I didn't know that's a requirement to pass emissions. So when I went there, they said, "Oh, your check engine light's on. That's an automatic fail. Do you want to pay for your emissions anyways?" I'm like, "No, let me just get this check engine light, fixed and I'll be back." So I scheduled it with Big O Tires, and then I went there a couple days later to drop it off and then pick it up, the same day. And they fixed the evap hose on the driver's side in the rear. And again, I went straight to the DMV after that. And like I said, they couldn't get a reading on it that day because it has to go through a drive cycle. So then I'm like, okay, I'll just come back Monday. The guy says you need like a 2-day drive cycle at least before you come back. So Monday would have been 3 days, but nonetheless, Monday came around and I went to the DMV again. And as I was waiting in line at the DMV, my check engine light came back on. It's like, go figure. Why can't I get emissions passed? Hopefully pass. And then, renew my tags. And then at that point, it won't matter if the check engine light's on. As far as like getting it fixed right away. I just want to get my emissions passed. You know what I mean? So I can, update those tags. So anyways, I left again, went to work, was frustrated. And then 2 days later, I went to AutoZone to buy a gas cap. Because based on the code, it could have been just needing a new gas cap. Nonetheless, that did not do the job. So I rescheduled with this one guy, actually. I ran into him at AutoZone. So I went to AutoZone to get that part. And then Javon Stigger was there, the guy I've used in past auto work. He happened to be there. I told him the issue. He's like, "Yeah, let me give you a test real quick. Check your engine. I'll tell you the code and then see what I can do." So he was there. He was helpful. And then he wasn't able to come to my place before work on Thursday, but he did mention how he could come to my work, and he did. He drove to my work. He's a mobile mechanic, and he fixed the purge valve on it. So it was nice. The check engine light was off, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go get my emissions checked on Monday, which I couldn't because today's a holiday. So I'm like, okay, fine, I'll just go Tuesday then. But as I drove a good distance, I was clearly on the 60 going east, a little bit before the 101 north, and my check engine light came back on. And I'm thinking, dang it, if only the DMV was open, maybe I could have got my emissions checked first, pass, hopefully, and then, get my tags renewed. So again, I was frustrated going to work. Had a busy day today, by the way. Did 8.5 hours of massage in my 9-hour shift. But basically, I called Big O before work and just told them the situation. And then I have an appointment with them tomorrow to drop my vehicle off. And they're going to look at it in the morning and then tell me what it is. And then I'll get that fixed. Hopefully schedule it the next day, Wednesday, to have them fix it. And then that day I can borrow a friend's car until my car is ready to pick up. She said I can do that, and that's nice. Even if it takes a day for them to fix it, I'm okay with that. I figure if they do fix it Wednesday, hopefully driving it around a lot that day and a little bit on Thursday, maybe I can get my emissions checked on Thursday. If I fail or it's not in the drive cycle, then I'll try Friday, and hopefully Friday I can get it. If it's still not in the drive cycle in the morning and Friday, I'll drive it around a little bit more, go back that same day, maybe then I can pass. I'll literally do that because I really want to get this over with. I don't want to wait till Monday again just to go to the DMV and have my check engine light come back on. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's my plan. and hopefully it can be fixed, because it's annoying throwing all this money at the car, which that's not a big issue. It's more of an inconvenience, but nonetheless, it's not cool, spending all this money on something that doesn't fix the issue. Even though those issues should probably still get fixed, but you know what I mean. It's just the annoyance of wanting to fix it, thinking it's fixed, just to find out it's not fixed, But yeah, so that's that, and it's just been kind of frustrating, but hopefully I'll pass emissions tests on Friday or Thursday morning. That would suck if I go through all that just to have the check engine light, finally be fixed and then fail emissions. But if that's the case, well, then I'll go back to a place that Friday, drop my vehicle off, have them fix it. Either pick it up Saturday or pick it up Monday, and then hopefully I could just borrow the friend's car, longer if need be. Or do Uber or Lyft. But yeah, so pretty strange coincidence, but it's cool that I ran into that, like I said, that auto mechanic at AutoZone. So that worked out good. Even though that didn't solve the issue, it's one of the issues we know that is fixed. So as long as we just keep fixing the issues, eventually the light should turn off. So, and if that doesn't work, then I'll just have to drop it off maybe at a Toyota dealership, see what they can look at and do. Even though I got my car used from a different auto shop, I never bought it from Toyota dealership. Hopefully they can help, because it is a Toyota, and I'll just get their opinion on it. So I will probably do an update on this once I find out more info. So until next video, peace.